All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily, where I post daily Houston Rockets content. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Today, the Houston Rockets play the Orlando Magic in Summer League at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on ESPN. I will be live probably around 8:30 p.m. tonight on this channel. I will be live, so stay tuned. Hit that sub button once again if you want to tune in and you haven't or you're not already. But today we're going to be talking about some things to look out for, some storylines, just some stuff that's on my dome that I'm going to be taking notice of. First things first, obviously Jabari Smith Jr. Chet, Keegan have already played, all right? And we're going up against Paolo. And remember, it's Summer League. So we're taking things with a grain of salt, and we are not putting too much stock into anything crazy good, and we're not putting any stock in anything crazy bad. Both sides of the spectrum, we're not putting much stock into it because it is Summer League, and it is not going to be a determinant of that player's success in the NBA. However, with that being said, I would love to overreact to a good showing by Jabari Smith Jr. I'm going to be looking at his defense a lot tonight. I'm going to be looking at, obviously, you got the shooting. He's a very good three-point shooter. But I really want to, in Summer League in general, I want to take note of, can he get downhill? Can he get to the rim? Can he finish? Especially on smaller guys. Because he's got a height advantage. And, if you get a good mismatch, if you're moving in transition, if you're getting downhill, that's one of his flaws, quote unquote, is his finishing and driving ability. I'm not putting too much stock into that. I don't think he's as bad as some people think. I just think it's one of his weaknesses, if you will. So Jabari Smith Jr. is definitely going to have all eyes on him tonight. But outside of him, there are some things that we want to be looking into, specifically Ty Washington, Daishen Nix, and Josh Christopher. That's the point guard role is up for grabs. The backup point guard role is up for grabs. Now, personally, here's what I think is happening. I think Josh Christopher is going to be given a solidified role coming off of the bench. I think that Daishen Nix is not going to maybe even be on our roster. And I think Ty Washington is going to have a Josh Christopher-esque season for us where you see him play almost every single game, getting about 20 minutes a night, but it starts very slow. It starts with about, first couple weeks of the season, you're getting about 10 to 15, and then come second half of the season, that's when Silas really lets loose. So backup point guard, that's something we should be keeping an eye on. I'm very hopeful that Josh Christopher continues to ascend. I think he's going to have a very impressive Summer League. I think he, talent-wise, is a little above a lot of these cats. Daishen Nix, I want to be hopeful of, but I am holding a rather pessimistic view of it because I think Daishen can hoop, but I think he's going to still take a little bit more time. So I don't think that his opportunity is going to come on Houston, unfortunately. But I would love, and I hope I'm wrong. I also want to talk about Usman Garuba. This is supposed to be our backup point guard. He's supposed to be our backup center as it stands right now. And being a backup center to Şengün, not too many people are on board with this, but a good amount of people are at least open to the idea. I'm a little concerned. I made a video about 2 days ago talking about Usman and how he looked, or the way I was viewing Usman heading into this season was nothing but like hope. Very hopeful, because last season he pretty much spent it all injured. He spent pretty much all of last year injured. So, with that being said, I was thinking when he gets healthy, going into the offseason, you're getting in good shape, you're working on your game, you're adding tricks, you're adding stuff to your baggie. And there's still hope for that. But a picture dropped of Usman Garuba yesterday. He looks like me, guys. He looks just like me as far as, I see a little what's the word where you're like, it's like man boobs. There's like a little boobage. I can't think of the damn word, but he's not looking in the best of shape, to put it lightly. He's not looking like he's ready to go run for, 30 minutes a night consistently. And if Usman Garuba is actually not in good shape, and he actually didn't add stuff to his bag of tricks, it might be getting time for him to start kicking a bag of rocks, because we don't have roster spots to spare all willy-nilly. No team has roster spots to spare all willy-nilly. I'm a fan of, if it's not working out, cut it off. Because I don't think you can really change to a certain degree where one season you're just complete dog shit and your work ethic isn't there, you're not getting better, the mindset isn't there, things aren't... negative momentum versus positive momentum is essentially what I'm getting at here. It looks like Usman's taking negative momentum as he got injured he was injured almost all year last year. He didn't really impress much when he came out and started, and now he doesn't look like he's in shape. Downward momentum. Jayshawn Tate, 31% from the field, or 31% from downtown last season, right? Second half of the season, 38% from downtown. Second half of the season starts getting in phenomenal shape. Upward momentum. Upward versus positive, or upward and positive versus downward and negative momentum. I'm not saying Usman Garuba cut should be in the near future. What I'm saying is this: I'm not trying to spend the next 4 seasons waiting for Usman to figure himself out. So I think tonight is going to be a big night, and this week is going to be a big week, just judging Usman Garuba, essentially. You know, can he be there for us? Because I'm very hopeful that he can, but I will tell you that picture concerned me. That's not how you should be looking. If you are sick of riding the bench and being in the G League and being injured, you need to not look the way that picture looked. Lastly, I apologize. I have a little bit, I don't know if I have a cold or if it's allergies or what the fuck's going on. Lastly, we have Tahari Eason. All right. And in my video yesterday, I was talking about Tahari and how he shot 68% from downtown. And a lot of people still, anytime I talk about Tahari, or I see this on Twitter too, is like people thinking, his 3-point game is going to directly translate. There's no way Tahari Eason's 3-point game directly translates. The mechanics are not there for me to feel confident that Tahari Eason is going to shoot anything higher than 36% in Summer League. If he does, the man's probably on fire and is probably putting up close to 20 points per game. Tahari Eason next season, if I had to make a prediction on his first half 3-point shooting statistics, I would go with 32 to 34%, and I think that's being very fair. Tahari Eason's shot isn't the prettiest. You don't need to have the most sound, mechanical, pretty, perfect shot, but I don't think the consistency is going to directly translate from college to the NBA. It's completely different, and I know I have no idea. Like, I know I'm sitting here behind a phone talking about this video, but just from historically speaking, I don't think Tahari Eason, the way his shot looks and his shot mechanics are that we're going to see lights out shooting in Summer League. What I want to see from Tahari Eason is I want to see him earn his stripes, and I want to see Tahari earn his minutes, because you're playing behind guys like Jayshawn, David Waba, Garrison Matthews. All 3 of those spots you can clear, specifically the last 2 of David Waba and Garrison Matthews. Those should be 2 easy roster spots to climb if you're Tahari Eason. It's going to start on defense. Defense is going to lead to offense, but defense is going to get you more playing time in Summer League in general. He's going to get the Summer League playing time, but to just get that positive momentum shifting into training camps and shifting into the preseason, we want Tahari Eason to be a beast, an annoying motherfucker on the defensive end, which leads to more offense. He's going to wear his guys down. They're going to start turning the ball over. We're going to move in transition. That's where you're going to see Tahari Eason's 2-way potential right there. That's it for today, man. I hope to see you guys tonight at around 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on this channel. And if not, I will, post a recap and all that good stuff. So enjoy it. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.